speaking of music, though, y'all been following this India Arie situation.
I have.
With
I
the
want
spin
to
that.
talk about it so much.
I have.
I have so much to say about it.
Well, let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
Well, first thing that happened was
said.
this all started because of a remix that was put out when Spin That was flipped in the video, India Arie's video, and so that's when India kind of jumped in and started speaking about it.
What did she say?
She also reposted something on Threads. This is important, right? The Threads part, someone that said let's ban the song or let's boycott the song, and people assumed that she was supporting a boycott. Then what she talked about was, and what other people talked about was that this was bad for the culture, that this was detrimental for the culture, that it's harmful, and that she don't rock with it. There was a time,
but she said she did not say boycott. That was not her idea.
She went.
She addressed some of this, and I have what she said,
let's,
just so we are all on the same page.
Hello. Hey, hello.
We love you, India.
That's the Erykah Badu version, by the way. Hello, hello. Hey, hello, hello. Hello, hello.
I love you, but I will ×2 on it.
Okay.
Don't make me do it. All right, fine. You asked for
My
it.
third album, Testimony, Volume 1, Like My Relationship, turned 20 years old on Friday, the 27th. It snuck up on me. Somebody had to tell me. And so that's why I'm making a video right now instead of writing about this on my Substack, which, if you know me, you know. I like writing on my Substack. And you don't need to see that bowl back there. Okay. And I've been in the blogs a couple times this last week.
Here we
so
go.
I wanted to come and talk about these things. Let's talk about the easy one first. It is being wrongly reported that I think we should boycott this song of the summer. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I refuse to sing that song, but either you know what it is or you don't. If you don't, you can go find it.
She talking about Carisha's song, y'all.
But I don't think we should boycott. What I want is to see people understand the power of words and music and to make choices that are healthy for them. That's what I want. Do I think it matters what I want for people? No. I have finally learned that it doesn't matter and that there's no amount of sacrificing my life force energy that is going to make anybody want anything better for themselves. All I can do is emanate what I emanate, stand for what I stand for, and hope that it reaches who it's meant to reach. And that's it. And that's all I'm going to do. And so my comment makes it very clear that I don't think we should boycott. My comment is tantamount to everybody doesn't want the same things. And there are a lot of people who are saying, it's just a song. Well, if that's what you think, enjoy. But what I know is that music has power. But of course, I have used that power to help some people. And I have traveled around this world twice. And I see the impact of what we export out of the Black American experience to the rest of the world. Longer story for another time, but I've seen it, so I know. And I'm telling you what it is, but you enjoy if that's what you want to do. And I will enjoy doing what I want to do. And that's why I don't think anybody needs to boycott. I think people just need to make choices for themselves. That's what I think.
I like that.
That's one.
Me too.
There you have it.
Yeah. One, I appreciate her take on the boycott thing, and I think that's generally my
Very
position
important.
on art is don't boycott it, don't legislate against it, let people make choices. You know, I may be loud about a thing that I like or don't like, but I think people have a right to do it. I think if you would have asked me 10 years ago, I would have been completely in disagreement with India about Spin That, which I like, by the way. I think it's as a song, I think it's great. But now I get it in a different way. I understand the harm that songs have. I don't think that Spin That is uniquely harmful or particularly harmful. And I've seen other comparisons. Like, is it more harmful than everybody listening to Annie Up? You know what I mean? Like, it's like no, right? It's all no. So I don't want to isolate this song like it's some uniquely problematic thing. But I do think there's a conversation to have about, like, do we want to keep celebrating songs that encourage behavior?
That fool?
Yeah.
Damn, nigga.
See what I'm saying? Like
it's old. It's such an old ass song.
But I think that was the point. It's like we've always been doing this, and sometimes every generation likes to act like new shit. The new music is different, and I'm saying every generation has these conversations. As I get older, though, I do think about the harm that music causes and the damage that it can cause, and so I would take the position of, yeah, maybe we shouldn't.
Maybe we shouldn't what?
Rock with it. Not that we shouldn't be allowed to, just that me personally, maybe I need to even be more thoughtful about.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. It's probably
But you never rocked with it.
No, remember I was like, but then I went outside and I was like,
he came around.
And my opposition to the song was never the message of it. I was just like, this song is just like it just was like kind of.
But the frequencies from the song didn't make Mark turn to a life of boosting.
Right, but Mark is really intelligent. I think that True. First of all, shout out to India
Shut up.
Arie.
I was already boosted.
Shout out to India Arie for looking amazing in that clip. She looks exactly the same. She looks beautiful.
Everything
Brown
about
skin.
India Arie is amazing.
Yes, like the brown skin's still glowing. You look good, girl. But I think that's the part that's so confusing to me is that I'm like a real grew up in hip hop kind of kid, and I remember these conversations every time we had them. I remember when it was an NWA thing. I remember when it was a Little Kim thing. I remember when it was a Luke thing. I mean, I could remember Little Kim, little ass sitting on like daytime television, and everybody just coming at her. You're a fuck. Or why are you doing this? You know, so it's like it's kind of silly in that way. Also, my personal opinion, the song sucks. That's when I first didn't like it. It's because how it's just so ghetto. I'm ghetto, love the ghetto, see the beauty in the ghetto, but it was a little too much for me.
Wow.
They put crack in it. No, listen, hear me out. It's not. I'm not even saying like it's too much for me, like because of the content. It's just corny. Like to me, it's just repetitive. Spend it.
That's what I'm saying. I
boost it,
didn't fuck with the song
get
for that.
it.
It
It's
wasn't-
corny. I'm not saying I didn't like it because it's too low vibrational. I'm saying it's just so
You want a good
fucking.
song?
You didn't like the song?
Yeah, so
That's fine.
Now they
I'm
put
not mad at
crack in
that.
it. Now we all listen to it. We all like it. It is one of them songs that you
is.
heard it enough. Now
one
you
of
like
them.
it. But I think it's one of them situations where it's just like you. Well, I guess that happens a lot where you blend the cultures. That's the song you're supposed to hear in the club and at the strip club and shit.
Yeah.
But now you hear it at the family reunion and your grandma is saying, "Turn that, spin that on, baby." It's one of them songs, and I think that's what's irritating the church folk because you are going to hear it after Frankie Beverly in the mix now because it's the biggest song of the summer. Shout out to you, bitch.
Fire
Because
that DJ.
clearly, I mean, really, she got to bang her some kind of way out of that. And I want to congratulate her. I think you damned if you do, damned if you don't. First, it was so horrible because it sucked. Now it's so horrible because of the content. It's
My thing
But
is
it might
even in terms of content records,
Content of the
this
record.
ain't even that bad
It's
compared
not.
to some of all the other shit.
It's
Nigga,
not.
we was running the clubs. Everybody was running around screaming Percocet, Molly Percocet.
Yeah, this is just
like
like
this
Grand
ain't
Larson.
This is on the lowest possible level of whatever India's trying to say.
like-
I think we
Like
should
it-
take all the offensive rap songs and figure out the prison sentence for
tiers
each
of 'em.
time and then lay it out.
And
You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
Like, come on.
Back
It might be
then,
hard.
when that happened, they always affiliated with a crime. They're going to start putting her. Some girl was allegedly boosting. Probably like 2 days ago, with her toddler in the car. Police officer shot the car up, killed her son. But she was in that store stealing, and she ran to the car. Boosting has always been a dangerous job like that. I've seen boosters get murdered just like that with the same story that she was driving the car towards security versus her trying to drive to get away with her fucking down coats. I don't know, but that's what they do. It's the same thing. They associate crimes with the song. They make it a big thing, and then it's like this big effort to take the song down. It's too late. Everybody
But I don't
loves
think.
it.
See, I think in this case, I don't think India chose this song because it was particularly bad. Again, I think it was just because that's what got mixed
With her.
With her.
Yeah.
Which is also interesting because video is basically put it in your mouth, right? When you think about so hers
What?
the song video,
Okay.
and you remember put it in your mouth.
Yes.
These,
Akinelli?
it's in the same track. I think it is the same track, isn't it?
Same sample, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same, but I mean, every part of it. I think. I don't think it's any different.
Akinelli, that was a classic.
I don't think there's any difference between putting it in your mouth and video,
That's
from what I
good
can think,
music.
just off the top of my. But I'm saying that to say like it's interesting how like a track can be one thing, but the content when you think about video versus put it in your mouth, there's a radically different way you experience the song. That's interesting to me and important to think about in terms of the impact it might have on the culture. I'm okay saying, look, Spin That ain't in the top 50 of songs. However, use it as an opportunity to say maybe we could listen to some different shit. Maybe we could do something because maybe we are reinforcing the culture of unhealthy things. I used to be one of the because when I first got into sort of activism as a scholar, a lot of my first work was around hip hop, and I was one of the people who was critical of Tipper Gore, one of the people critical of C. Dolores Tucker, one of the people critical of all the people that were coming after hip hop, smashing the CDs and all that stuff.
Steamroller,
and
all
now
that shit.
30 years later, I'm like, they were right.
But when
No,
you
it wasn't.
but
It
when-
was not right. How the hell was that right?
Not about the. Forget about the free speech part. Again, I support free
I
speech.
can't forget about that. It's the major
That's
part.
the
No,
main-
I'm saying that's not the part that I'm
not
disputing.
what
I'm
he's
saying
saying.
I begin from everybody should make whatever they want to make.
Okay.
My thing is, why do we have an appetite for it? I want us to have a different appetite.
Why do
for
we
it.
only do this with black music? Why don't there's mad rock songs
Well, that's
that
why I
are
mentioned Tipper Gore.
extraordinarily destructive?
Well, that's why I mentioned Tipper Gore because she went after rock. You know, she didn't. Tipper Gore wasn't particularly focused on the hip. In fact, she was more focused on the rock stuff.
Okay.
I'm saying all of it, right? But I have a particular interest in black music. 'Cause I have a particular interest in black people.
Okay.
Right?
But again, why does one seem to negate the other? Like if I have an appetite for Italian, that don't mean that I don't have an appetite for soul food. That don't mean that because I'm listening to this song, don't mean that I'm not listening to Mary Mary or
Bro,
anything else.
Not even if I'm listening, just because I'm listening to the song, don't mean I'm taking anything from the song but the music. You know, everybody ain't running out here. I heard this record, now it made me want to do X, Y, and
But
Z.
some
That's a
do.
fact.
But some do.
But it's not as high as people think.
Very small,
'Cause it's not
very
as high as
small
people think.
percentage.
I would put more of
Very
that.
small?
I would put more of that
Yes,
on movies. I would put
Pause.
more of that on certain
Wait a
video
minute.
games. All of that
Pause.
shit before I put it on hip hop.
Very small amount of people are influenced by what? You said it.
I didn't know. You just changed what you
Okay, I'm
said.
sorry,
Not
let me
influenced by.
Okay.
Very small percentage of people hear something and do
And then
it.
go do it.
Yeah. And that's
In a
I've
song?
done it.
Not
I've done it.
influenced by.
I've done that.
and the studies
As a teenager, I had.
the psychological studies that this hasn't been my area of expertise in a while, but when I was looking at the impact of like music on people's actions, it is relatively small. Like people don't listen to shoot 'em up songs and go out and shoot people. People don't. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm talking about the broader cultural patterns and trends we have. When Jay-Z told people to stop wearing jerseys, we stopped wearing jerseys. Like there's a cultural impact. to things.
Jay-Z
Oh,
also
what
said
India said.
Jay-Z also said Scarface the movie did more than Scarface the rapper to me.
Sure.
Meaning it ain't like I'm saying, like people love to just go right to hip hop and say this is what's doing all of these things.
But
That's
I'm
at
not
the
saying-
bottom of the list
but
of
I'm not-
shit that's fucked.
Right, but I'm not saying that. I'm making a different argument because I agree with that argument. I don't think that, for example, there's a culture of violence in America. It's not unique to hip hop.
It ain't just
it's
America.
not unique to culture.
It's a
No, that's
culture of violence in
American.
humanity.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
In humanity.
I'm
But there's a
agreeing.
huge
I'm
one
making
here,
that
though,
point. I'm
for
saying the
sure.
same thing you're saying.
Look how Carisha got us.
No, but she's gotten us someplace interesting, I think, right? Like I would say even down to foreign policy, our response of problems is to shoot it or bomb it or blow it up.
Yes,
That's America. That's not hip hop.
That's a
I'm
fact.
with you. I'm with you. That's not my issue. My issue is that there are certain things in our culture that matter more to us than things that are outside of our culture. And I'm saying inside of our culture, what kind of values do we want to have? Now that I look at think about what C. Dolores Tucker was talking about misogyny in hip hop, what Dionne Warwick was saying. I can't 30 years later as a damn near 50-year-old man with any honesty or integrity say that hip hop isn't misogynistic, right? I just
That
can't.
can be true. It is.
Right. So if all of our songs are misogynistic,
Not
there
all.
isn't
You threw a word in there. It's not all.
fair. Withdrawn.
Not even close.
I don't want to get. I don't want
Exactly.
to.
Not even close to
That's the problem, though. That's where my problem starts right there.
I said the wrong word. I misspoke. I
But
want to
there
take
are
it
a
out.
lot of people that say kind of what you're saying, and they don't take the all out.
Touche. But I don't want to lose the actual
okay,
point that
come
I'm
on,
making,
come on.
which is if there is a lot of misogyny in our culture, which it is, then that does shape and influence how we think about things.
Neutral button.